So today we're going to be looking at the Masters of the Universe Classics figure Bow. Now, I missed out on Bow when he first came out. Was first offered through MOTUcollector.com. They re-offered him, I believe, in August, maybe July. But unfortunately I got to the site too late and he sold out really fast. So that prompted me to go to eBay and find him there. So I got him at pretty much the same amount that I would have paid through MOTUcollector.com. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. And like eBay and secondary market retailers are the only place that you're going to find him nowadays. So taking a look at the back of the package here, you can see the cross-sell figures, mainly having to do with the Princess of Power, She-Ra. You do have He-Man on there, of course. And you get his bio. And not knowing too much about Bow, I really enjoyed having some more background information on him. So let's take a look at the figure. I do like him. He's got lots of nice details sculpted into his, I don't know what you call it, cape or armor piece there. A very intricate design there. If you notice the design, he does have a horse themed carrying throughout the figure. Look on his quiver, the tip of his bow, his harp or lyre, right there. So very neat to have that detail. He also has this kind of a playing card detail as well, and this red circle or red jewel detail as well in the back of the quiver and his front there, and the belt there, and this playing card detail through the arrows, or the tips of the arrows. I don't know if you can see that quite that well, but you can see there's some that look like the clubs, some look like diamonds, and some look like spades. One that he has here kind of looks like a heart. He's got a very nice head sculpt as well, or I should say two head sculpts, because he has a mustached version and a clean shaven face with this little circlet design on his head. So very nice. I prefer the mustached face. I don't know why. I guess it's just a little bit cooler. I think he had a mustache on the TV series. Now for paint, he's, again, very nice job in the blue pants matched against the red cape here. And I really do like the gold and copper highlights to his armor on the chest and boots, and his gauntlets here, and it even carries out to his bow right there, and his lyre. And again, you see the lyre does have that red circle motif also. Now he does have this interchangeable piece on the front of his armor here. If I can get it off, quite a little difficult. But he can be replaced with this piece that looks like a heart, which carries over the sort of playing card theme. And I know that in the bio it says that the heart will beat as sort of a warning when She-Ra is in trouble somehow. I don't know if that was a device used in the cartoon series or not. Now for accessories, of course, we've seen a little bit of each of the accessories. Here's his bow. Again, the horse theme with the head, very nicely painted in that two-tone gold and copper. It's nice that they have the loops here at the top and the bottom, so if you want to actually string the bow, you can. I have not as yet, I've not found the right material to do that, but I will be trying to do that. Let's get that out of the way. So next is his lyre, musical instrument, and again you see the motifs of the horse and the red circle, red jewel in there carried out. He can hold it in his hand, and there, so it is nice. Turn around, you got some. It's not painted on the back, really, except for the strings there. So, neat. I do remember him playing this on the cartoon, so it is neat that they included that. And, of course, his last accessory is his arrow here, which does, at least to me, have that sort of playing card type theme motif carried out in the head, with the sort of like reverse heart with the thing, and it's done in a nice gold accent on the head and the feathers. I forget what they call those. Anyway, so articulation is pretty much the standard articulation for the Masters of the Universe Classics. The head is a little bit, at least I find the mustached head is a little bit limited. I think due to the sculpt of the hair in the back, but he can go up and down a little bit. Left and right, of course, and side to side. Again, for some reason I find the other head, which incidentally is harder to get on, but as you can see, it is a little bit easier to pose looking up and just in general. His arms do go all the way around, out and in, rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow. His wrists rotate and bend in and out. They do this because he is an archer, and it allows a little bit more articulation and posing with the bow and arrow. So that's pretty cool, and that's on both hands. He has ab articulation forward and back. Very nice. Waist articulation is kind of limited by the design of the front of the belt there, but he does have some. Legs go forward, back, out to the side, bend at the knee, rotate at the boot, and he bends forward and back at the ankle, and he has very slight ankle articulation, or he has a very slight ankle pivot. It's barely there. Like I said, I don't know much about the Princess of Power She-Ra characters. Mostly Bow I'm familiar with, and She-Ra. And others I may recognize, but I do know that he's one of the earlier Great Rebellion members, even before Adora, I think. And I do remember that there's kind of a reverse, like, you know, in the He-Man cartoon, it's always implied that, like, Adam had a thing for Teela. Maybe Teela kind of had a thing for He-Man. And in She-Ra was basically the reverse, where Bow had a thing for Adora, and She-Ra had a thing for Bow, which is kind of funny that, you know, they're both the same person, but there was that sort of love triangle, if you will, even with the same person being 2 points of the triangle. I believe he was the only male Princess of Power character released as a figure. And again, I don't know where that beating heart gimmick came from, if that was maybe incorporated into the figure, the vintage figure, I don't know. His name being Bow in the series, he had a mount which would be, I think you could probably guess this, but his horse was named Arrow. And I do know that he was, with a little research, I do know that he was voiced by George DiCenzo in the cartoon. Not at the time, but later on, having remembered Bow, that his basically the sort of impetus for his creation, the main influence or inspiration that they drew from was the Errol Flynn version of Robin Hood. I mean, he's got the bow, he had the mustache, and, you know, sort of had that debonair, I guess, look of Errol Flynn, which would be funny because I do remember there's another character, a pirate character, or pirate type character, that also kind of had a thing for She-Ra, and that was named Seahawk, and that's an obvious reference to one of Errol Flynn's movies, the 1940 Seahawk, and in which he plays a pirate. So I thought it was funny that he's kind of his own competition in a way. Just stuff I thought of later on. Of course, I had no clue of this as a kid with the original Masters of the Universe toys. I guess that'll be it for Bow. stay tuned. I should be receiving the September figure of the MattyCollector.com offering of Masters of the Universe Classics, which would be a Mechanic soon. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, I'll see you.